guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, but you already know that. And today I just decided to do a little makeup play before I go and do some pretty extensive skincare. Because my face is very dry, I'm not drinking much water, and I don't really think my makeup mojo is on right now because this looks, it's something, right? Right. But I wanted to try to hit a few birds with one stone while I was doing that. I hate that term, killing two birds with one stone. Anyways, so this might be the first video of my use it or lose it, possibly decluttering series, because I have a very hard time with this palette. So today I used it with one of my About Face liquid eye paints. And while I still think what I'm going to say about the eyeshadow palette stands, I think I should have used a lighter color of the About Fluid Eye paint with this palette. I might have to stick to lighter bases, maybe use my Eclectics, which is the pastel version of my color cases, would be better, or just something, a Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime, because these colors are very murky, as you see. Now, I do like dark eyeshadow, which is why I was able to make this work. And I'm not done, but this palette is really tricky for me, and I'm not sure why, but I don't think adding it with that dark shade from About Face was the move to make. This is really giving me the same issue I had with the Nomad Ghost Town USA palette, and I just really don't know what to do. We're gonna give it more tries. I definitely am gonna keep this in my use it or lose it, but also put it in a one palette X looks, because I gotta figure out how to use it. I really like this palette. Looking at it, it's very, very pleasing. And even if I end up not using it on the eyes anymore, I do think I wanna keep it just to look at, which is kind of stupid to me. I think that's a dumb reason to keep makeup, just to look at it, but I also don't want to get rid of it. So but I finished my face. Not really important what I'm using, because again, this video or this look is a little wonky, but I just wanted to do something quick because I also decided to do this right before the sun sets, which is weird because I don't feel like pulling out my whole setup. But anyways, I have this very dark eye on, but I want a really light lid shade. So I thought I would pull out some products from my specialty collection, and we can either use some foil films from Made by Mitchell, because I do want to get some of these going. And I know I love this color. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful purple, like shimmery purple lavender moment. I also do have the Beauty Creation Ride or Die little singles. We have a bunch of those. I didn't break it, so that's good, but ooh, child, I should just took a nap. Anyways, so I have the Ride or Die thingies from Beauty Creations, and then I have very similar products from J-Cat Beauty. These are very similar to the Ride or Dies. I mean, the packaging is very close. So I kind of, ooh, that's really pretty. It's gonna really brighten up that blue. So I think, yeah, let's use some of these and maybe some of the J-Cat Beauty ones. These are really pretty. The J-Cat Beauty ones are also available at Ulta, so that's nice. I've never seen J-Cat Beauty in store. I think it's always online only. This is really pretty. This one is really pretty, even though I don't love gold. Love pink. This purple is, oh, I'm in a moment. That's the kind of purple that that's the kind of purple I'm loving, okay? There are only 4 of these? I thought I had 5 of these. Very pretty. Alright, so this is the color Let's Go Girls from Made by Metro. I love this shade. We're gonna use her. I'm not even gonna think about it. Yep, look at that. So I'm just gonna draw it on and kind of drag it out where I want it, because this is also a slightly wet formula. So I want to use the applicator to do most of the placement. And now I'm just very lightly going to tap. I don't want to tap too much because I don't want to displace the eyeshadow, which does happen sometimes if the product you have is super wet or takes a while to dry. So I'm just being very, very gentle, trying to kind of disperse the shimmer without displacing the shadow. I'm gonna go back in with my brush, with whatever is on it, soften up that line so it looks a little cleaner. I always like to frown, helps me figure out where things are supposed to be. That's very pretty. Now the real test, duplicating that on the other eyeball. The stopper off so that I can actually access the product here. I will say these foil films are very nice. They just don't come with a ton in the container, which honestly isn't too terrible because I'd hate to have so much of this product and not be able to use it, you know, but it's very pretty. Okay. Now you know me, I always like something, a little something like right on the iris to brighten things up. And I don't really feel like that, I don't feel like this would do that because it's kind of the same color. But let's just see. Yeah, it's kind of the same reflect. So it just barely did anything. Like I see a tiny bit. Yeah, it made just the center, like just a slight bit more iridescent, but not a ton. All right, so now I am just going to finish the under eye. And I am just going to take this lavender color and I think this teal color and sweep that under, ouch, the lower lash line. I just hit my funny bone. We're done. This is it. I was gonna do lip content after this. No, I'm not. No, I am not. Actually, I'm just gonna use this lavender color and some of this minty green on the inner portion. Yeah, we're done. I'm gonna take a nap. It's 4 o'clock, but I'm taking a nap. Okay, I'm not going with that green. Which I feel like I do a lot here. But it just opens things up, you know? All right, guys, I'm gonna go off camera before I throw this palette. I'm gonna go off camera. Mascara, no liner. Why make it harder for myself? mascara, possibly an inner corner highlight with some type of highlighter. That's what I do. And a lip, and I'm gonna let you go because this is just turning into a mess, okay? And I'm finito. I'm done. Well, let me hurry up. Okay, I'm done. I just spritz my face with some of the Revolution Dewy Fixing Mist, and I still look crusty, so I'm not gonna get too close to you, okay? Look, every once in a while I have these makeup sessions where it just don't be, the makeup ain't makeup, and you know what I mean? And that's definitely the flavor of right now. I do like this look better than other looks I've done with this palette, but I still feel like, I don't know, using this palette makes me feel like I don't know how to do eyeshadow, you know? Which definitely isn't the case. I don't know what my problem is. I really do like the foil films. I would say it's not my favorite formula to work with. And again, I don't have a lot of background with like shimmered creams and like moussey type of products because I prefer the mattes. They're easier to manipulate. They're easier to like, I feel like the finish makes more sense with the level of manipulation. When you have a shimmer, if you play with it too much, you might actually end up getting like, how do I explain it? Like if you're using Play-Doh, the more you knead it, the more your fingerprints get in it, and you can almost see like the transfer of like the oils from your hands or whatever, and the Play-Doh kind of starts to look a little yucky. Like if you continue to manipulate this too much, you might actually mix the shimmer in with the powder so much so that it dulls the shine of the shimmer. And I feel like when I have a lot of eyeshadow down and then I'm putting that shimmer on top, if it's too wet of a formula and I've got to like smear it in place before it sets down so that it's smooth, it doesn't look super textured, I can sometimes dull away the shine. I think that's the problem I have with the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop liquid shimmers, especially the one that's like vanilla velvet, because I have to lay it down, smooth it out, make sure my edges look good. By the time I'm done, it's not as shiny anymore. This one, because it has like glitters in it, I'm not having that problem. And then of course I did have a powder that's basically the same color, or at least the same reflex. So I guess if you kind of have multiple layers of the same color or the same product or like similar products, you can kind of get away from the hazard of over manipulating a shimmer. But I don't know, the foil films is kind of like a mid formula for me. It's a little bit too wet. It doesn't feel overly heavy. Like I'm not seeing anything that's looking like too textured. I can see it though. It is a little textured, but it's not so bad that my eye looks crepey or anything. It's not tight or pulling or gathering or anything like that. So it's nice. I'm gonna keep using it. I want to see what the other colors do, because I've used this color, Let's Go Girls. It's my favorite. It's very pretty. And again, I'm in a moment with that purple kind of like bubble bath color. I'm really obsessed with that color. But the Longing palette is just so stunning, and I think I'm gonna do what I've done with the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palettes. I'm just gonna watch a bunch of videos of people using it. I gotta see what I'm doing wrong because I really like it. I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Look, the brows was giving me problems. I think they look okay now, but it was a struggle because this one was not this color when I started, but she was like, and then I broke my mirror finally. I can't even pick it up. God damn it. These fucking nails. Somebody help me. So yeah, broke my mirror. I thought my son was gonna be the one to do it. I mean, he broke my other mirror, so one for him, one for me, right? But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go because I need to lay down. Okay, so now the sun's going down. I was gonna pull out my whole setup and do some more videos. No, honey, I'm gonna edit what I have and we will play tomorrow. Okay, so that is that on that, guys. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. It's been me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, and you already know because I've literally told you 4 times. You don't know that, but editing Jasmine does. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be very soon. But until then, take good care and drink some water. Bye.